In this tutorial, I want to share with you how to make organizational charts, something like this, using Microsoft Excel, so that you can have an exceptionally looking chart using Microsoft Excel. So usually these kind of charts are being made, you can make them using video or using other platforms like Microsoft Word, all these but you can as well do it in Microsoft Excel as well. So let's take a look at how to do it. So assuming we have the names of all the officers involved in this kind of chart, and maybe in my company I was asked to derive or to make the organizational chart to look something like the one we've just shown in the sheet 2. So all you need to do is to come over to the chart, to open your Microsoft Excel and come over to insert over here. You can come all the way to illustrations over here and you just click on illustrations and you can see smart art. Okay, you could come to smart art and click on smart art and you can see bunch of features or bunch of lists of different kind of smart art that you can bring into your liking. So this is list, you can check them out. This is processes, you can check them out. This represents different kind of process. This is cycle, and this is hierarchy, which is our own case for today. And this is relationships, if you want to show the relationships between two objects or two people or two scenarios. You can easily use this to demonstrate that. You can see quite a number of scenarios, more than one. Maybe if you have more than one, you could have matrix, you could have pyramid, you could have picture, and you could come to office.com and check out for more of the templates. So but for now we're restricting it to template because we are restricting it to hierarchy, because that's what actually depicts the picture of what we are trying to do. So let's say as you navigate or as you move from one type of slide, type of hierarchy or type of chart to another, you can see the preview over here and you can see and have an understanding of how it's going to look like. So but for now, let's say we are going with this type of hierarchy. And we could just select and click on OK to select it, and you can see the feature is just enabled. So we can come back here and have a look at the secretary. Who is the secretary? We can just put his name and maybe the details. All right, and then the other officers, we can put them like this. All right, so we can always go back to sheet 1 and you can always navigate to this particular person. Assuming this is Charles Love is the secretary or is the president, for example. So we just copy and you can come to the text over here and paste. First option is to paste it over here, or the second option is we could do Ctrl Z and we can paste it over here. Right, we can paste Charles Love over here. Notice that the text or the shape already is adjusting according to the content that we are providing in it. And additionally, you're free to resize this to have it fit into the content accordingly. All right, you can resize it and have it fit fully into the content. All right, so you can put the next feature, you can put the next name around. So assuming we have the vice president, you can click and select both cases because they work hand in hand. For example, you can select both of them and drag it to another part. Okay, so assuming you want to have it over here, and we can just adjust it to fit in, and we can have the second name. So for example, it's Tyler Fraser here. You can copy and paste it over here, or you can come over here, which is the best option, Tyler Fraser. We'll just paste it, and then we can come over to the next one, which is Christine Manning. We just copy and we can come over here and paste it. Okay, you can copy more than one. Assuming you want to copy Joanna and Ignacio, you can copy the two of them at the same time, so you don't have to waste your time. Okay, you can copy with both of them and you can come over here. Notice what happens, it puts in Ignacio and Julia at the same time. So you can put multiple at the same time and it will quickly adjust to the content. Okay, it's automatically adjusting to the content. So you can select in both cases and you could bring these cases up a little bit. We can select both cases and we can bring them up, or we can leave them as they are. We're free to add the fifth one, but assuming we want someone to come in between Joanna and Ignacio, we can just come over to Ignacio and right click, and we can come to add a shape, and we can add shape before. Okay, add a shape before. So once you click on add shape before, you can see it over here coming up, and you could come over here and just put in the name. So assuming you want to put this Dana Strickland, you can just copy, and once you click on this, you can come over here and put in Dana Strickland. So you're free to move it to any location of your choice. So you can select Dina, for example. Assuming maybe you want to add an assistant to Ignacio, you can just right click over here and say add an assistant. Okay, add an assistant is going to come under Ignacio, and you can put the name accordingly. Maybe let's say this Sam is his assistant, so you can click and just put in the assistant over here. You can see the hierarchy, you can see the arrangement easily, well done and easily understood. So you can see the cases are coming up clearly. You can add an assistants to, or maybe 2 assistants to Christine, for example. You can right click and say add assistants, or add a shape below Christine. So it's going to add a shape directly below Christine, and maybe it's going to be Tamara Jackson. So you can copy and just paste it over here. Okay, so you can check around. After Christine, you can put it as Tamara Jackson. You can see the arrangement. You can keep arranging, you can keep playing with the content until you're satisfied. So once you're satisfied, and you notice whenever you click on this hierarchy, you can see this smart ad is enabled. So you have the option to check on other smart ad styles. Okay, you can change, not only that, you can change the styles to look kind of cool, or you can change it to this look, or you can change it to this one. However you want it, you can change it even to have a 3D look, and you can change it to this one or this one. I think I prefer something like this. Kind of looks fantastic and cool, and we can check and change the coloration as well. Okay, so you can play around with the coloration. Assuming this one is I think kind of looks fantastic, you can take this as a color, and we can check out other features or other layouts as well. So once you have this enabled, you can check out other features. Remember, we are using this at the beginning. You can check and use other features as well, maybe the ones that involved you to have a picture of the officer involved. You can select this one, and you can click to add pictures of that particular officer if you so wish, or you can check to change the arrangements to other arrangements that befits your content or that you think are quite fantastic. But I think this one kind of looks cool, and I'm going to go with it. Okay, so apart from this, you can play around with the shape. You can add the shape also from here. You can add text pane. Okay, you can move right, left, top or right, or top, bottom. You can move all this. You can enable and move them accordingly. Okay, so you can demote a particular person, you can promote a particular person. For example, I may need to promote this Sam. Okay, maybe I may need to promote him, and you can see he's coming up to this location. Maybe he's been promoted to the immediately assistant to Charles Love. You can see he has been promoted, and I can easily add another person to this. And you can come here and say add shape, and you can just add shape directly under, or you can come to this drop down and see what kind of shape you want to add. Is it an assistant, is it a shape below, or a shape above or before? Okay, you can easily add. And let's say we want to bring in a very simple officer to this one. Okay, so let's say we are putting in Wayne Bell. We collect Wayne Bell, and when we click on this, you can also come over here and paste it. You can see it has taken it. Okay, so over here also, maybe you want to put in Jose Gonzalez. You can copy, and you can come over here and just paste for Jose Gonzalez. Okay, so you can see the picture or the chart is beginning to take shape. I think it's kind of looking cool, and you can come over to this shape format. You can change quite a lot of things, like the shape fill. You can change it to different kind of color. You can change it to this, you can change it to this, you can change it to this even, or you can change it to this color. And I think I kind of like this color. It makes it look kind of professional and fantastic. So you're free to try this, and once you're done, you're free to save this as a picture, and you can share with your friends, your boss, to have an idea or have a look at the kind of chart you create. So you can select and save as a picture, and you can see you can save as a PNG, or if you have other formats that you're interested in, like JPEG, you can easily save it in JPEG format. But for now, I think PNG is quite better. So you navigate to the location you want to save it, and maybe just give it a name. Okay, I'm saving it here, so we just click to save. Right, so you can have it, you can check it to just have an understanding and to be sure you have saved it correctly. And you can see it over here, it just opened in a photo editor. Okay, you can see it and you can zoom in to see the clarity of it and everything. So ladies and gentlemen, this is a bit about how to create organizational chart. Feel free to change it according to your content, according to your style, and according to the message you want to send, and try it on your own. If you enjoyed this video or you like it in any way, please feel free to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to always hit the subscribe and notification buttons to stay connected to this channel for more of our very useful videos. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.